What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bernie, back with video number deuce. You know, if you don't know why I'm doing these videos, I suggest you go look at my first video, get acquainted with myself, and see what I'm out here doing. So my first video, I just show you who I was, trying to get into this trucking thing, and I'm just gonna, YouTube my journey to the promised land. And even when I get to the promised land, I'm still show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, just to motivate the next brother or sister, that in the same position I am. Just want to see how I do. I see how everybody else is doing it. I'm taking little bits and pieces from everybody, and I'm putting my own remix, my own spin on it. So this video, I'm gonna give a little bit more in detail of what I'm doing, what I got lined up. So I applied for this company about a month ago, ABF Freight. And if y'all looking, please contact me. I need a job. I'm ready to work for y'all. You got a dependable worker. Nah, seriously though. So I applied for this company, ABF Freight, and they have a schooling, or from the description, I think it's, they pay for your schooling, and once you pass the schooling, you just jump over with them. Now, the reason why I just went with that company first is because it's a local company, and it allows me to work while learning how to drive the truck, so I could transition into the truck game without kind of missing a check. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see my first video, you know my situation. I'm really not trying to leave my family with the burden of holding down the household, the bills, and all that stuff, because my half is very important. So for me, for them not to get my half of the portion, it's kind of fucked up. So I'm trying to avoid that. But if it's something that's inevitable, I know I said that fucked up, but if it's something that's gonna happen, then I could prepare myself more when that time is approaching. That's how I'm looking at it. So there you go, this window up. Turn on the heat. I just got off of work, 12-hour shift and all that. So yeah, that I'm not against going to Swift or any one of those big companies. My whole problem is I'm trying to make sure my family got income coming from me to hold it down, so when I transition to the trucking game, I don't fuck up nothing up here. You know what I'm saying? I just bought a house about 2 years ago. I'm trying to hold that down, make sure my little guy got food and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got a wedding I got to pay for, so I'm getting married next year. Yeah, I'm off the market. I'm sorry, ladies, but we can be friends. That's what I'm trying to really avoid. I'm trying to avoid not, having my family miss out on my half of the income. I know you go to these companies, they, for the first, I think it is like 2 weeks to a month or whatever, you don't really get a check, or you get a check and it's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's understandable, because everybody learns to crawl before they walk. So I get it. I can't be mad at them. If I was a big company, I'd do the same thing too. But so what am I looking for? What am I looking to gain from this experience? Well, if I can, I don't mind paying out of my pocket, for my schooling. I could pay per lesson. I think up here the per lesson rate is running about $150, $200. They got package deals. The cheapest package I seen was $1,700, and the most expensive package was $5,000, which I refuse to pay. I'm not paying no $5,000. You can kick rocks on that. I'm not doing that. So like I said, I'm looking for something where I could continue to work, get a check, and learn how to drive the truck so I could transition smoothly. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. So if you're a person out there looking for, a schooling. This is what you should be looking for. First off, if you're not going to go to a big company where they do everything for you, they get you your permit, do your road test, teach you how to drive any job. If you're going my route, what you want to look for is, a couple of things. One, you want to see how credible that school is. You don't want to be going to Billy Bob's Trucking, and he's on the road and he only come back on Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to look for that. You want to look for a school, and that's a school. You know what I'm saying? That's going to show you the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Another thing you want to look for, see, is that school provides you with the truck for your road test. Because a lot of people pay for all these lessons, and then when it's time for the road test, not only do you have to pay for your road test, you got to now pay them to rent the truck. This could be anywhere from like $200 or more. Maybe cheaper. Who knows? But, you want to look for that too. Make sure you get with a company that's going to, do that. That's going to pay for your road test. Well, you're going to pay for it, but I'm saying that if they give you the package, you're going to pay. The package includes truck for your road test and the road test. So that's very important. Or, that's very expensive as well, because, like I said, I don't know how it is in other states, but New York, that road test, I want to say, it's like $150, give or take. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, just correct me. I'm okay with the criticism. So that's what you want to look for if you're gonna, go locally to like a truck driving school, and if you're gonna pay out of pocket. Those are the things you really want to look for. Look for a reputable school and make sure they provide you with a truck and your road test in the package. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to look for. Because the bigger companies are going to do that. They're going to give you everything you need to get started, because they want you to start working for them immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I look for. And that's why I said I applied for this company, ABF Freight. I heard, they're a good company. They pay all right. They pay decent. And the job itself, I believe, is more local than OTR. So, if you're one of those cats like myself who have a family and you feel you're not ready for the OTR just yet, you just want to get your feet wet, do some local runs, you want to look for a company that's going to do that, or like outside schooling besides the bigger companies, the Swift, the Primes, and all them other companies that's out there. That's just what I'm looking for. Now, I'm not opposed, like I said before earlier, I'm not opposed to going to the bigger companies and just getting it off jump, but I gotta make sure that's the best option for me. You know what I'm saying? See, I was gonna do a little bit differently, because I'm in a position where I kind of could pay for it anyway. So why not give it a shot? If I could continue with my job and learn how to drive the trucks, get a check, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting about, $1,200 every 2 weeks. And that's after taxes. So I don't want to lose that out for a month, because that could potentially kill everything I got in the household. And, not knowing how much I'm going to make going into this thing with another company off jump is going to be kind of crazy. So, like I said, I'm not opposed to going to Swift or Prime. I'm actually leaning towards Swift. That was actually my first choice. But I had to sit down and think about it. How much money will my family not receive because I'm not here? Like, when would I get my first check? That was some of the biggest issues I had. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my route first. Call me crazy, whatever, but I'm just trying to look out for the family, make sure I do the right thing. I don't want to see them struggling. Like, I struggled a little bit when I started living by myself. My childhood was good, but when mommy kicked me out, or it's rough, man. It's rough. So my mom ain't really kicked me out, so she was a good mom. Yeah. So, that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm just, I also got people, like I said, another reason why I didn't really want to go to company sponsored route either, because, you know, my stepfather, he drives trucks too. He's in the midst of getting a second truck, and he wants to drop me down the truck that's already paid for. So I don't know what's the transition rate if I go to a company sponsored, you know, training school, and, you know, I have a truck that's paid for sitting in my driveway. Like, how does that work? Because my original plan was to just go work with him, but I ain't want to go down there. He showed me how to drive and everything, and, you know, I come try to apply that to the road test and I fail. It's like, whoa. So I want to make sure I had everything right before I go, you know, work for that man ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get my little experience up so I don't mess up nothing he got going. So, you know, that's my number one plan right now. Because like I said, I got a truck coming to me that's paid for. That put me ahead of a lot of brothers and all that. You know, in my next video, I'll tell you a little bit more about my background in this trucking, why I'm so, you know, encouraged and everything. Because I've been around this shit for more than 10 years, believe it or not. Every summer I was on that truck with that man making money. So I watched for 90 days every summer for 10 years everything this man did. And, you know, so I know a lot of things that a rookie driver might not even realize. You know what I'm saying? So my next video, I'll probably touch on that just a little bit, or a couple videos down the line. I ain't gonna just bog y'all with what I'm doing and blah blah blah. I know you have a lot of more important things than to watch me go off. So, you know, I'm probably gonna cut it short on that. But yeah, I'm still out here trying. I'm looking for, like I said, you already know what I'm looking for. If you have any suggestions or whatever, please leave them in the comments. You know, I read my comments every day. And, you know, hopefully something works. Because if something don't work, I don't know, man. Try again. I'm trying to get my hands behind that wheel before the summer. That's my goal right now. And I'm just filling out all my options. So, you know, that's how I'm doing it right now. Word. So, yeah. So, I'm going to drop another video soon. You know, my next video probably won't be about trucking, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, I ain't gonna make this whole thing about trucking. I'm a real guy, I have a life. I like to run my mouth about situations in the world, you know. So my next video probably won't be about trucking. I'll probably throw a couple things in there, maybe once or twice. But my next video, I'm telling you right now, I'm touching on this Beyonce at the Super Bowl, her halftime performance. I'm touching on that heavy. I got a lot to say about that shit, you know, about that whole scenario. Like I said, my YouTube channel is not just 100% trucking. It's going to be like 90, 92% trucking, 7, 8, 10, 30% everything else. You heard? That's how I'm doing it. I don't want to be a boring guy. You truckers out there, y'all have enough trucking. Sometimes y'all just want to watch some entertainment, and I'm going to give it to you. Word. So, on that note, yeah, your boy Bernie. I got a trucker name coming real soon. They'll tell I'm actually a trucker. I ain't gonna pretend. So I ain't gonna call myself trucker nothing. Just call me Bernie, that man. I'll see you later, YouTube. Peace. Ow.